First question, second row on the aisle.
Kyrie, in the last 4 games, you got your best performance tonight. Is it because you were faced with much more pressure, which kind of stimulated you?
Well, the magnitude of the games, especially last game, it hit me in a very deep place. Just, you want to play extremely well, and you understand that it's a do-or-die game in Game 3, then, you hear some chatter going on throughout, the Warriors locker room in terms of them trying to, end it here. And, it was another do-or-die game for us, and we had to leave it all out there. I was quoted in saying that there was no other option, and that was completely true. And that still stands. We still have to go up there, Game 5, which is going to be unbelievable atmosphere. We know they're going to come out with a hit-first mentality, but we got to hit them first. And, relish in the challenge. And, welcome all challenges that we'll be faced with throughout the game. But, glad that we got the monkey off our back in terms of just getting one win in this series in terms of going against this great team. But, you don't want to ever take it for granted. Watch film and see where we can get better.
Kenny, standing on the right.
Kenny wrote at WHBC, 49 points in the first quarter, a record. How was that ice bath, okay?
Yeah. I just got out of it again. I apologize to all you guys, but, yeah, go ahead.
49 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
What was it about tonight's first quarter that was so different from the previous 3?
Well, we slowed the game down within the realms of the way we were playing, but it was still high tempo. We got to the free throw line. We got in the bonus early. And then we got some easy free throws and some easy ones. And then you include that with our pace. It was hard for them to keep up with us tonight. It's the first time all series. But, we just kept attacking, and understood, that they were never going to quit. KD was just unbelievable again tonight, and as well as, some of their other guys. But we just try to limit them and make them feel uncomfortable. Force them into some tough shots, and then, push and transition. Then one thing that was important for our, success tonight was just our limit of turnovers. And, when we don't turn the ball over and we don't give them fast breaks, then it allows us to set up our half-court defense and everyone get matched up. So, we took some steps in the right direction, but we definitely took some things that we did correctly in Game 3, carried over to Game 4.
And we've talked about this before, adversity, you guys in adversity. Doesn't get much more adverse than basically having to win 4 Game 7s. Well, why do you guys thrive on that?
I don't know. I wish I had a true answer for that, but every game is do or die, and we understand that. And, we're ready to live in it. And it was great to see, Kyle as well as Darren, as well as T-Top, just throw themselves in tonight's game and understand the importance of it. And, this is the finals, man. A minute here, 4 minutes here, rebound here, maybe a tech or 2 here. It matters. And, they brought it tonight. I'm super proud of those guys, of all my teammates, but more or less those guys coming in and just giving us energy, as well as RJ coming in playing huge. And then everybody just collectively coming together, so it was good.
Third row.
Dan Feldman, NBC Sports. You mentioned the chatter coming from the Warriors. Was there anything that was said that particularly rubbed you the wrong way?
I mean, all of it. I mean, it's just, it's part of the game. I understand that. But, we knew what we were faced with. That was what it was. But then you add, of course, some chatter in there. And, that adds some extra motivation. And you give us a day in between. And, we were ready to come out, especially me, because that taste wouldn't have been the same if we would have lost tonight and they would have celebrated on our home floor. So, I'll just leave that at that.
Is that something that you took individually, personally, or something you guys were talking about amongst yourselves as a team?
I mean, we're in the finals. If, everything is accessible. Social media is everywhere. So, social media is just, it raises the bar, especially the attention that goes on with it. So we see everything. I'd be sitting up here lying if I didn't say that I didn't see it. But, I relish in that challenge. I know my teammates do as well. So, it's been going back and forth all season, and now we're in the finals, and everything is just pinpointed. But definitely heard the chatter.
Next row back.
Kyrie, Spencer Davies, Basketball Insiders. You had an excellent game 3, but you went 0 for 6 from 3.
0 for 7.
0 for 7. Okay, excuse me.
Yep.
And then tonight, you hit 7 of them. Just the sense of relief for you and just even the team just to knock down 24 threes, knowing that you guys are capable of hitting all those.
Shot some tough ones, and happily they went in. But, other guys just came in and, Kev and JR, Brian, as well as Shump and Darren and Kyle. I mean, when we're hitting threes, we're a different team, and we understand that. But when we take the threes that are in rhythm and we're getting guys to their spots and we're unselfish as we were tonight, then our three-pointer is a little bit different, and it makes the difference. So.
And then just going back to that first quarter, just the way you guys set the tone, Tristan, JR, all that, how can you ensure you bring that same kind of mentality into Golden State, even though you said yourself that it's going to be there's no option, but still just actually making it happen?
Well, we finally settled in, man. It was, it was about damn time. For all of us just to really see what playing well as a group looks like against a great team like the Warriors. We understand who they have on their team and what they're about and how established they are. But I think that in those 3 losses, we lost track of who we were at the same point. We're still a special team as well. I mean, we're here for a reason. We're going against a juggernaut of a team, but we're a juggernaut of a team too. We have some special pieces, and that belief has to not only just be from an individual, it has to come collectively. So, getting one tonight was a step in the right direction.
Phil and Dan, last 2.
Right in front of you, Kyrie. Phil Barber, Santa Rosa Press Democrat. 3-1 deficit heading back to Oakland. Do you have the Warriors right where you want them now?
No. No. We understand how special that team is down there, so we don't knock them off of taking one loss or, us getting one win. So we have to be even more locked in, even more focused. But if we come with the same mentality that we came with tonight, we'll be in a better position in Oakland.
Dan, last question, back right.
Dan Devine, Yahoo Sports. Kyrie, they get it down to 11 in the fourth quarter, about 8.5 minutes left, and you respond with a couple of shots, 3-pointer and then a floater right there, kind of push it back. Later in the game, you hit the big 3 to push the lead over 20, kind of closing the door on them. Was that something that you sort of you looked to yourself to take some pride in, like, I'm going to be the one closing the door here, I'm going to be the one sending it back?
Well, our head coach did Tilo, he did a great job of my minutes tonight, which really helped going in the fourth quarter in terms of how I felt. And the way he played me and Bron off one another in terms of when we came out. It worked. Give me 2 minutes before the first quarter ended, and then in 2 minutes before the third quarter ended, I had my legs underneath me, and then I understood that instead of being on the opposite end of keeping it within striking distance, we wanted to keep the lead just to create that separation. And you look at Game 3 in those last probably 4 minutes, 30 seconds, there were some opportunities that I didn't take advantage of for us to just propel us to that win. And, that stuck with me, and it definitely put a conscious effort to make sure that I stayed aggressive, especially in that fourth quarter down the stretch. And we had that separation in order for us to feel comfortable and then, get the win.
Thank you.
I guess.